What's up, boys? Sorry I haven't uploaded. I'm going through some stuff right now in real life. You know, we all have our real life. So, anyways, I beat somebody you guys probably recognize from like TV Royale. His name's Tornado, and this is a I would say because he has the bowler version of E Giant, so it's actually a little bit more difficult for sure because we don't really have a great answer to bowler, and he's got the Mother Witch, and he also has the Inferno Dragon, so it can be a hard matchup if you don't play it right. And like you can see that we have a pretty bad cycle for Dark Prince, like right off the bat, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're gonna have to overspend on defense. But he gets a really bad Inferno Dragon, and our Barbell actually tanks for a couple of seconds, so that's not too bad. And so we can just Ice Wiz in the middle because I figured he probably had like some type of spell, like Fireball or something, because it seems like everybody in the global tournament had Fireball. And so he goes Mother Witch right there and kind of shows me that he has. I wasn't actually sure of his deck yet, but I just knew that he cycled his Mother Witch in a time that he probably shouldn't have that early in the game. It was pretty aggressive to go Mother Witch at the bridge like that. I don't agree with that at all. And so we get like a 150 damage or 130 damage, so not too bad. And we know that he doesn't have his Inferno Dragon in cycle, so you notice I'm going to go with a high Baby Dragon. That's kind of key right now, is that we're trying to get as much value from that Baby Dragon as possible because I knew that he couldn't really do anything about it. So really important play right there. So we're going to go Ice Wiz to the bottom right because we do not want to give him lightning value. And I'm going to have to cage. Like, I'm trying to leak as much elixir as I can before I drop that cage so the Inferno Dragon doesn't lock on. And he's not going to be able to lightning the Ice Wizard and the cage. So, yeah. And especially after he tornadoed, there's just no way. So, we're going to drop a Valkyrie on top of it just to make sure it doesn't get any shots. I think the Valkyrie, like, was unnecessary, but I was still just trying to, like, be sure. And I kind of wanted to force out something. I was hoping he would play, like, something other than his cage, but it's okay that he did play his cage because our Baby Dragon's going to get a lot of value here. So I think we're just going to set up down at the bottom again because you don't want to be too aggressive in this matchup. And then there he goes cycling his Mother Witch again, so we're going to go for a high cage. And I was like trying to bait out his Inferno Dragon so that he would play all three with the bowler, but he doesn't fall for the bait because I wanted to get a good Fireball. And because he doesn't have Mother Witch in cycle, and he cycled 2 4 elixir cards, I already know that I need to go in for a graveyard, and he gets a really terrible tornado. So we can actually go for a cage on defense on the left side and go for a cage at 0. And he opts to play the Mother Witch at the bridge again, which like I said, I'm not agreeing with his Mother Witch placements at all. I don't think that's how you would be playing this matchup. He never even played it on the graveyard one time, so we gonna take the dub from this guy. He has a pretty crazy profile. I'll put it in like, I'll edit it in right here. So next, I wanted to show, not this one, I wanted to show a replay of, yeah, 3 Aries. This is his alternate account. And we can like go to his main profile. He, at the time of this recording, he was 24th in the world on his main account, so he's a really decent, I would say decent 3 Musketeer player, because it can be a tough matchup if you make one mistake, but in this matchup you really want to play defensive, and because they don't have a big spell, so if you can play really defensive you can easily win this. But a good 3 Musketeer player will keep up the pressure and try to force out your tornado so you can't activate King Tower. They'll do all kinds of stuff, so I thought this was an important matchup to show you guys. So we're just going to drop a Baby Dragon down low. Or actually no, because he went so aggressive at the bridge on the opposite lane, which is pretty interesting. I guess it was a good play because he completely killed my Valkyrie, which is kind of annoying, and is going to get a shot on the left side. So I kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed because all he does is play a 2 elixir Ice Golem and we don't get any shots on his tower. But I know that we're up elixir because I dropped my cage and then 1 2 elixir, and then he plays his he's like playing so aggressive that it doesn't make much sense to me. So we're gonna drop the Ice Wizard and then the Valkyrie, and I think we might even have to Fireball, or no, Okay, so I'm not going to overcommit on defense because I'm going to go for the counter push now. Maybe, okay, I'm going to go for a baby dragon on the right side, and I'm going to go for a graveyard because I know that I'm just not going to let him get away with being that aggressive. Kind of bullshit how he can just like spam that at the bridge and get all that damage for no reason. And really unfortunate because we don't even like do nearly as much damage as he's done. So this is definitely going to be like a comeback game versus. I'm not really too sure how he throws this, but it's kind of funny. So we can just cage in the middle, and unfortunately that heal spirit didn't jump onto my bar barrel, and so yeah, I tornadoed for no reason. I honestly thought it was going to jump on the bar barrel, so it's pretty unfortunate. And even if it did jump, I didn't realize that it does 85 damage. That seems kind of broken, so we're going to go for a Valkyrie and a graveyard because I need to take his tower like as soon as possible. So we're also going to go for a bar barrel because I kind of figured he'd kite. And then we got to focus on defense so we don't lose our right side tower. So we're going to go for a cage. And he's not going to be able to... The cage is going to completely take out the Royal Ghost. So that's good for us. And so now we don't have to deal with the Royal Ghost. And so right here we're going to set up with a baby dragon down below. And then we're going to Valkyrie on top of those two musketeers. No matter what, just because I don't want my whole push to die. And we're just going to fireball and bar barrel on defense on the left side. And we're going to have to go for a graveyard. Or actually no, I'm going to defend with the cage first because like I don't want him to like somehow make a comeback. And now we'll go in for a graveyard because he just spent his 9 elixir. He just split his 9 elixir all the way in the back. And so we're going to end up taking his tower right here. So I'm not too sure how he's like let all that happen. I think he easily threw the game, and so we're gonna BM him because that's a pretty tough matchup to beat. It takes a lot of practice to beat that version, because I honestly think the pump version of Three Musketeers is a lot easier because I never lose that matchup. But that deck is I've been practicing, and it's a little bit harder. So next, I have this Golem player. Unfortunately for him, at the last global tournament or sometime whenever he got his badge, he had a 101 tournament badge, so he was one place away from getting the emote. So I thought it would just be a good matchup to show. This is a really good matchup for Graveyard, but if you make one mistake, you can actually lose. Thank God he didn't have his Golem in cycle, because I know for a fact he would have went Golem first play. And just because that's what Golem players do, because they're so skilled at the game. And so as soon as he plays the Lumberjack with the Mega Minion, I know it's going to be Golem. I'm pretty happy about that. But thank God he didn't have Golem in cycle, because then we didn't have our Cage. Cage was like one of our last cards in cycle. So as soon as I play my Ice Wiz, he's going to go for a Golem at the bridge, which I don't know about that play, guys, because there's just no way he's not gonna have enough for lightning. He's gonna save up for it, but he's just not the play. Especially since we have our King Tower activated, we can NATO that Night Witch, and he's gonna get like quite a bit of damage here. Even though I don't really think we did anything wrong, I think that Golem's just still kind of broken. So there's a reason why they nerfed Night Witch and Golem in the last 2 months, or like I guess the last 2 updates. There's a reason. So we're just chilling right now, and I think we're gonna go Ice Wizard on the left side because I want to force him to play on my side, and if he ignores the Ice Wizard and tries to go to the right side, then I'll just go for a graveyard on the left side. So he doesn't fall for the bait and still just ignore that because he doesn't have Golem in cycle. So he thought I was gonna go at the bridge, and so he like predicted my graveyard, which I kind of predicted him here because I knew he was going to go Golem. And so we're going to tornado his Mega Minion away because I like really need to get damage here. And I like want to force out more elixir, but he just ignores it because I don't know. I think it's just the way people like to play Golem, I guess. So we're going to go Ice Wizard in the middle and then Valkyrie to try and tank for the lightning because I already know he's going to play lightning any second. And as soon as he plays lightning, I'm actually going to tornado everything into the opposite lane and then bar barrel on top of the bomber, and then save up for my cage, drop another cage to pull the lumberjack into the middle, and so the other tower's shooting at the cage. And so now he's forced into this lane. So another reason I wanted to show this matchup is because I get a nasty lightning block to win the game, so I thought that was cool. So that was like pretty good goal at the bridge because we had to like overspend, and he's just gonna get another lightning. And so now my tower is in like double light. It's like 1 lightning and 2 tornadoes, which is kind of unfortunate. So we're just gonna play it slow. We're not gonna like freak out here. We're just gonna go Ice Lizard on the defense, and then we're gonna go Baby Dragon, and I think I'm gonna go Valkyrie at the bridge because I know he has a Mega Minion. And so yeah, we're still gonna do the graveyard anyways, and I kind of messed up my tornado here. I was trying to tornado the bomber away, but that's okay. The Barbaro actually hits that bomber and takes it out for me, so not too bad. And so we're gonna cage, and then I'm gonna drop an Ice Lizard at last second to try and block his lightning, and we successfully get the lightning block. So Cage is gonna take out that bomber, and so we're gonna go Valkyrie low here. And I already know that if I go for a Baby Dragon, he's just gonna Mega Minion, but there's really nothing I could do. I tried to force out as much elixir right there at the bridge so that I could do like kind of trick him with that Barbaro, and then while the Baby Dragon distracted, the Valkyrie like walked right past, and we ended up winning that game because of the lightning block, honestly. So yep, peace.